What's up, you guys, and welcome to Wine Jets. Just enjoy the stuff. My name is Max and I like to drink wine. Last episode we talked about how to properly open a wine bottle. On this episode we're going to discuss my favorite glassware to use when drinking wine. Classically, there's a proper etiquette in choosing your glassware and choosing the right glass for a specific wine, but I'm here to tell you my favorite ways to drink wine and what glassware I like to use. So first and foremost, this is my favorite style glass. This is a traditional style Bordeaux glass, but I like to drink red wine or white wine out of this glass, and it has multiple functions and purposes, and this is why it's my favorite. One of the reasons I love this glass is because when you pour the wine up to the apex of the glass right here, you still have enough room in the glass to smell the wine and swirl the wine and allow the aromas to collect in the top half of the glass. And you hear people talk about stemware. This is a stemmed glass. There's also a no stem or non-stemmed version of a glass that you'll see some people drink. It's basically this from here on up. And so what we have here is a stemmed glass, and what we have here is a glass with no stem. And really the only reason that the stem was put on a glass in the first place is to be held by. And that's so your hand doesn't grab the wine like this and warm up the glass, as well as just fingerprints all over your glass. And this glass right here is totally acceptable, and it's okay for some people to use, but for me it's not my favorite because the glass itself is a little bit small. I prefer a glass with a bowl. This is called the bowl. A glass with a bowl that's a little bit bigger, like I said before, to allow the aroma to collect in the glass and allow you to swirl the wine while it's in the glass. But, you know, all things considered, this is not a bad option for a wine glass. Next glass up is a traditional champagne flute. It's called a flute because of the narrow, tall shape of the glass. One of the reasons that I do not like this style glass is because for champagne or sparkling wines, when you pour them in, people love to see the bubbles. They love to watch the bubbles rise from the bottom of the glass to the top and ooh and ah and talk about the size and the duration and the speed of the bubbles. But for me, I think it's a little bit silly because when you put your nose in the glass and smell and your wine's going all the way up to here, you're not going to get much aroma off the glass. And so I prefer to drink my sparkling wines out of something like this, a regular Bordeaux glass. And you could smell it, you can see it, you can taste it. The smell and the taste is 10 times better. It might not look as sexy as this, but it gets the job done more efficiently. But you know what? If it's New Year's Eve or Christmas Eve, whatever the function may be, and you want to cheers and feel special and have a nice toast with a champagne glass, that's totally fine. I understand it. But if you want to get more smell and more flavor out of the wine, I would suggest drinking it out of a different glass that's not this shape. And so lastly, this is the kind of glass that I usually don't ever like to drink out of. And this is just my opinion. So if you like to drink out of it, that's totally fine, but I want to give you my view. The reason I don't like it is because it's like we're going to Tiffany's bachelorette party. It's got sparkles up the side, you kind of look like an industry non-professional, and it looks like you don't exactly know what you're doing. But if you're at home watching Netflix, that's one thing. One of the reasons I don't like it is because when you pour the wine in and you're going to evaluate the color, you can't see around all the glitter, you know? And that's pretty much the main function. The size of the glass and the shape is okay. It's just the glitz and the glamour and all the stuff on the sides really isn't for me. Thank you for watching episode 2. I hope you've learned a little bit about my favorite styles of glassware and why I like them. Please stay tuned. There's more episodes to come in the mini-series. Thanks for watching.